There's actually an interesting story behind symmetric successive over-relaxation. When I was a young faculty member, I had lunch with Dr. Young once, and he told me the story of how we came up with symmetrizing these methods. And it's been quite a while, so don't hold me to the exact details of this. But what he said was that, you have to imagine how computing happened in the 1950s. Okay, you go and you have a computing center, and they have these gigantic machines, and the data is actually on tapes. So as you're running your algorithm, imagine that your vector is actually stored on a tape, and to do one run updating all of these elements, you run through that tape, and then when you have to do the next iteration, you have to get on the phone with the operator, and you have to tell this operator, rewind the tape, and if you have a very long vector, this would take quite a while to complete. And then by the time this was then rewound, you would be able to hit the button and you would do the next iteration of the computation. Now, at some point, someone, either the operator or Dr. Young, had the bright idea of, what if instead of rewinding it, we have the operator take the tapes and swap them, so that as in effect it is rewinding, it runs through the data backwards, and we'll just update them at that point, in that order. And then it was discovered that this actually was a great idea. It improved convergence, and it actually saved on the time required to rewind the tape, and at the time this was a win-win situation. Anyway, like I said, don't hold me to the details, but it's kind of an interesting story.